Trump's Oval Office bombshell and global headlines, armed National Guard, Gaza crisis, and more, shake the world. On August 22, 2025, President Donald Trump delivered a seismic address from the Oval Office, announcing bold moves that reverberated across the U.S. and beyond, from arming National Guard troops in Washington, D.C., to threatening deployments in Chicago and Baltimore. Trump's aggressive crackdown on crime and immigration has sparked fierce debate. Meanwhile, global tensions escalated with a deadly Israeli strike on Gaza's Nasser hospital, and domestic stories from a rare parasitic infection in the U.S. to BTS's reunion captured headlines. Dive into the day's top stories, including military escalations, health crises, and celebrity moments, and see why the world is watching. Share this explosive update to join the conversation. Trump's Oval Office address, a crackdown escalates. On August 22, 2025, President Trump took to the Oval Office to announce a controversial escalation. National Guard troops patrolling Washington, D.C., would soon carry firearms as part of his crackdown on crime, homelessness, and illegal immigration. The Pentagon, under Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, confirmed the order, though details on the necessity of arming troops remain scarce. Hegseth called it common sense on social media. But critics like D.C. Councilmember Charles Allen warned of an authoritarian takeover, citing the lack of training for National Guard members in law enforcement roles. Trump's speech also revealed plans to extend similar operations to Chicago, which he called a mess, and potentially Baltimore and New York, signaling a broader campaign to clean up urban areas. After we make D.C. safe, Chicago will be next, Trump declared, hinting at a possible national emergency declaration if resistance persists. He also requested $2 billion from Congress to beautify D.C., including resurfacing roads and improving the National Mall's grass to resemble his golf courses. Despite recent budget cuts to the city, the deployment, which began with 800 D.C. National Guard members and grew with troops from 6 Republican-led states, has drawn sharp criticism. Local officials, constrained by DC's federal status, fear armed troops could escalate tensions, especially amid protests against immigration enforcement. Alex Wagner, a former Army official, called the move a recipe for disaster, warning of political exploitation if confrontations occur. Gaza hospital attack. Global outrage intensifies on August 25, 2025. An Israeli airstrike on Gaza's Nasser hospital killed 20 people, including 5 journalists, prompting fierce condemnation. The Foreign Press Association demanded an explanation, accusing Israel of targeting journalists to create a news blackout. The double-tap strike hitting rescuers after an initial blast drew accusations of war crimes from Turkey and human rights groups. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi proposed for actions at an OIC meeting, including halting attacks and ensuring aid access, while President Masoud Pezeshkian decried divisions among Muslim states as serving Israel's interests. The attack has exacerbated Gaza's health crisis, with diseases like Guillain-Barré syndrome spreading due to a collapsed healthcare system. The UN's Cindy McCain called the food situation catastrophic, highlighting the blockade's impact. Domestic crises, health scares, and immigration battles. Kilmar, Abrego, Garcia's ICE detention. In Baltimore, Salvadoran immigrant Kilmar Abrego Garcia was detained by ICE on August 25 after rejecting a plea deal for human smuggling charges. That would have led to deportation to Costa Rica, facing potential deportation to Uganda, country with no ties to him. As case highlights Trump's aggressive immigration policies. Health alerts in the Bronx. A Legionnaires' disease outbreak is under investigation at a Bronx housing complex, with health officials tracing water systems. Separately, the first U.S. case of a carnivorous screwworm parasite was reported, raising concerns about emerging health threats. Celebrity and sports highlights. BTS reunion. The K-pop group BTS reunited on August 25, 2025. After completing mandatory military service, thrilling fans with plans for new music. U.S. Open drama. Daniil Medvedev's first-round match at the U.S. Open was delayed when a photographer ran onto the court, prompting boos from the crowd. Chris Pratt's heartfelt tribute. Chris Pratt celebrated his son Jack's 13th birthday with a moving social media post, earning widespread praise. Jake Paul's viral stunt. Jake Paul made headlines by destroying his brother Logan's wedding cake, sparking social media buzz. Other top stories. Powerball in New York. A $1 million Powerball ticket was sold in New York, though the jackpot remains unclaimed. Offshore wind. Halt. The Trump administration halted the 704-megawatt Revolution wind project off New England, 80% complete, citing environmental concerns. Wildfires and evacuations. Expanding wildfires in Oregon and California have triggered evacuations, threatening homes and communities. Epstein accuser's memoir. Virginia Giuffre's memoir, Nobody's Girl, was released months after her death, detailing her fight for justice against Jeffrey Epstein. Labor Day 2025. As the holiday approaches, experts shared travel tips and the history of Labor Day parades, encouraging safe celebrations. Why this matters: Trump's Oval Office address and the arming of National Guard troops signal a bold escalation in domestic policy, raising questions about civil liberties and urban governance. The Gaza hospital attack underscores global tensions, with Iran and Russia aligning against Western influence. From health crises to celebrity moments, these stories reflect a world grappling with conflict, resilience, and change. As the U.S. heads toward Labor Day, the stakes domestic and international are higher than ever. Join the global conversation. These stories shape our world. Share this article to spark discussion on Trump's policies, Gaza's crisis, and more. Comment below. Is arming the National Guard a step too far? Should the world act on Gaza? Subscribe for real-time updates on these critical issues. Your voice matters.